Good morning to all of you. Today is a beautiful day, it's really sunny, and I saw yesterday the majority log in, and you were looking at the alternatives to if in conditional sentences. I hope you really understand it. Today we're going to check your workbooks, okay? So please open them on page 57, okay? And I will explain you how to do it, okay? Look at this. The first one says, choose the correct option. Okay, number one, you have to write, unless you are sure an email attachment is safe, you shouldn't open it. Remember, when we use unless, the result is going to be negative, okay? Then we have only if. Only if your application meets all the essential requirements. Here you are inverting the subject and the auxiliary will. Okay? Will you be invited to an interview? Then we have also another inversion here when we speak in a formal language, and we have infinitive, where you to get the chance to study in another country. Would you take it? Remember, you can always substitute this with if. In this case, if you get the chance to study in another country, would you take it? Okay? Then we have as long as. As long as you do your best, no one will criticize you. So there won't be any problem because everybody is doing the best. And so the result is the same. Always that you have as long as, you will get the same result. Here we have whether or not we realize it, our online activity is being recorded. So it doesn't matter if you realize it or not. It will be recorded. This is the same as if you say if not, okay? And then we have here, even if your resume is perfect, there is no warranty they'll offer you the job. So when you use even if, the result could be not positive. Now, let's go to the number one. The number two. We have to complete the sentences with the alternatives to if. In this case, look at this. It begins with as, so you have half of the answer. As long as you follow the instructions, you will be fine, okay? So it's the same as if you follow the instructions, you will be fine. Then we have only if. Remember, only if is to make emphasis, and we are inverting the pronoun and the auxiliary. Look, only if you have the correct password, they are giving you a condition. So if you don't have it, you are not going to do it. Can you log on the system? Okay? So as a result is, if you don't do that, you are not going to be able to log on the system. Okay? Now, look at this one. Unless you have a right qualifications, you might not, remember that I told you that unless always go with something negative, get an interview. Now, we have here, it is formal and to give emphasis, and again we are inverting. It's like you seen a second conditional, and the second sentences is going to be with would in past tense. Were you to fail your math test, what would you do? In this case, if you fail it, well, what would you do? Remember, it is unreal. We are just saying that maybe you can fail it. The next one is, the whole calculation will be wrong even if the first calculation is written correctly. So like saying, the result is going to be wrong. Okay? The next one is whether or not. Here it doesn't matter. The result is going to be what it is intended to be. She realized, whether or not she realizes it, she is the best applicant. So they know that this person is going to get the job. And here it says, I'll be able to get a place at college Providing is like giving for granted, I get good grades this year. Okay? Now, we have an email. In this case, you have to complete the email with the correct alternatives to if. In one, I let you write if, but I prefer that you use all the alternatives that we have here. Okay? Look at this. It says here, "Hi, Lucia. It's great to hear you are taking your driving test soon. You asked me for some advice, so here goes. Whether or not," here you have not, so you have half of the answer. "Whether or not you feel prepared, at some point you just have to take the test. So first, read your rules book. Only if," why do I know it's only if? Because I have here inverted the pronoun and the auxiliary. Only if you score 86% or more will you pass this part of the test. Second, get as much practice between lessons as you can. I'll be happy to take you out for some practice in my car. As long as you are careful. Of course. Just kidding. I know you are. Okay? Third, it helps to experience different road conditions. You don't know what the weather will be like on the day of the test. But even if you can handle driving in heavy traffic or in the rain, you should be fine. So it has, when you have even if, you have the same result. Okay? Then, finally, try to relax. I let you here to put one if, okay? Remember, some of them, 2 or 3, could be changed, okay? You make a mistake, don't panic. The examiner is looking at your overall driving ability, so unless you do something really crazy, you will be okay. Okay, so getting that result. Remember, providing the worst to happen and you fail, which you want, okay, you can always take the test again. Let me know if you want some extra practice, okay? Jennifer. Okay, in this case, you can see you can use if in different ways. If you have some doubts, you can also send me your comments via email, or you can comment something also in YouTube. Okay, here I have the consolidation. I decided, instead of giving or leaving you some homework, to do it together with you. So please answer it with me. Look at this. Complete the text with the nouns and alternatives to if. We have average, double, even if, formula, only if, percentage, providing, unless, and vacancies. Okay? The recruitment for our graduate training program isn't an exact science. We have limited number of vacancies. In this case, we're talking about the people that are looking for the job each year, and we receive an average of 1,000 applications for every trainee post. Okay? Although in some years it can be double that number, okay? So in some years they will have 2,000. There is no magic formula for working out a person's suitability. Even if someone has the perfect resume, they might not have the right personal qualities. In this case, they say if you use even if, the result is not always going to be the same, you see? All applicants are required to do a series of tasks to see how they perform in different situations. I use here only if because I have here the subject and the auxiliary inverted. Only if they score highly in all tasks will they be selected for interview. You see? only a very small percentage make it through to the final selection stage, because unless we are 100% sure they are the right person, here we have negative, we won't offer them a position. And then, providing their references check out, they'll start work for us. So if you in the references everything goes okay, you will get the job. I hope you like it. I hope you understand it. If not, I am really waiting for your comments. So if you want me to give you more examples, okay? I hope you have a very nice day. There's no homework for today, and see you tomorrow. Love you. Bye.